Tampa's fire department has been accused of gender discrimination and dragging its feet on hiring minorities.
And today, council members got an update from the city's fire chief about what's being done to address those concerns. But 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser explains why the response probably wasn't what some of those demanding change actually expected to hear.
There's a lot that needs to be done.
Tanja Vidovic was fired by the Tampa Fire Department in 2016, discriminated against, she said, during her pregnancy.
And we don't have women's bathrooms in all of the stations yet. It's absurd.
Vidovic sued in federal court and got her job back, but she and other women say the department continues to discriminate or lack resources when it comes to pregnancy, firefighter gear made to fit women, restrooms, and nursing facilities.
I'm hoping that the fire chief addresses all of those issues.
Council members did put those concerns to Tampa Fire Chief Barbara Tripp, but if they were expecting a sympathetic ear, they didn't get it.
That resource is there.
Tripp, who rose through the department ranks over the course of more than 2 decades, says she went through a pregnancy of her own during her career with Tampa Fire Rescue.
As far as discrimination, I've never experienced any, and being a female and also a female of color, I would think I would be one of the targets.
Chief Tripp said it's idealistic, but that it would cost millions of dollars to refit and update the city's aging firehouses. They have gender-sensitive restrooms, she said. Unisex uniforms and gender-specific gear, she said, were being added.
I think this goes beyond our legal requirement. I think it's sort of a moral and ethical requirement.
Council members also raised concerns about minority representation at Tampa Fire and whether they should adjust their budget.
So you can go recruit places outside of Florida.
Council members directed staff to provide them a report in 90 days with real dollar figures specifying how much these sort of fire department changes would actually cost, indicating a willingness perhaps to at least consider the ideas. Accommodations once considered adequate, they said, might need updating to meet today's workplace expectations.
Chief Tripp told council members that a lot of the issues they were discussing today came about before she took over the department. Council members were quick to compliment Tripp, who has been on the job in her official capacity for less than a year. Now, when it comes to gender equity, where does the state stand compared to the rest of the country? Let's take a deeper dive on that. Wallet Hub compared the states in 17 categories of gender equality and then ranked them from best to worst. Overall, Florida's 19th in gender equality. But when it comes to education and health, Florida's 25. And the state has a large gap between women and men when it comes to getting a degree. In that category, Florida came in at 46. Overall, Nevada ranked the best. Utah was the worst.